Hello Gemini, thank you very much for tuning into your monthly reading with me, Lorien. It's an absolute pleasure to bring you these readings to you every month. So this is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon and Rising for the month of December. Can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. If you do want a private reading from me, just click the link in the description below. Alternatively, you can email me lorientarot@gmail.com. The 2018 yearly forecasts will be coming through in December, but if you want a private forecast specifically for specifically for 2018, you can click the link below, and it's also on my readings page there. So I am starting to do those now. So let's just have a look and see what information we can get for you guys for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising for the month of December 2017. Whoa, I think that was just my error, nothing else. I am Gemini Moon, so I'll be interested in this as well. But solidarity between us, guys. And it's the middle of the day. It's raining very hard. It's ridiculously dark. So I've got candles on, lamps on, everything. Hopefully you can see these cards, guys. Alright, that seems like enough for me. Okay, you've got the Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Cool. The Queen of Cups. This is interesting. You also have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting in its placement here. You've got the Lover's card. And you have the World. Now that is pretty interesting. At the bottom you have the Devil, which is not that nice, let's be honest. But let's have a look and see what comes through for you. I'm getting a feeling of completion just from this card here anyway. But it seems like you're very much having to focus on steaming forwards, basically. It's almost like passion for adventure, this need to move forwards, but also have this kind of romantic, charming element to the way that you're moving forwards as well. Maybe you're going to be up for promotion and you need your creative ideas to come through as very genuine and honest. Maybe you want to get to the next level or the next stage with a partner or a loved one, and that's kind of where you're looking to move forwards in some general stages as well. So I think that there's a lot of potential coming through for you guys here, in particular around this balance of love and relationships, because obviously with this card there's quite a strong connection that seems to fit with, you know, my self-worth, my orientation of having this kind of understanding within myself, and that seems to be the focus really for this month. It's interesting as well that you do have two knights, because these are all about action and moving forwards and drive to succeed. So I think that you may get an invitation from this particular person. So it could be a water sign or a fire sign. So I'm not going to list them. It could be, may not be. It may just be people with these characteristics. But I do think that you're going to be charging forwards with a lot of creative ideas, but also a lot of sensitivity. Now, Geminis aren't known for their sensitivity, I have to say, including myself, because I have Gemini moon. But it does feel like you will be feeling that sensitivity. You may not express it, but you do feel it. And I think that's the difference, basically, between you and maybe the water or fire signs. You show a lot less of your personal connections that come through, maybe than anybody else in the solar system. So I think that's going to be coming through the solar system, the zodiac. So I think that's going to be coming through maybe this month, that you're trying to figure out the best route forwards. I do see that your ideas and your communication is going to improve, which is kind of a weird thing because we are going into Mercury retrograde, unfortunately, in December. But I do think that you're probably going to find new ways of expressing yourself, new ways of, you know, divulging certain things. So it does seem like there's a positive element coming through here for you guys. Again, with the Lover's card, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a lover come in. It just means that you're going to have a balance. But at the same time, I feel like this implies to me self-restraint. or some kind of restraint, because you can see here it looks like he's pulling her back, but actually he's just holding on to his own towel, basically. But I just think it could be a little bit of self-restraint, trying to stop yourself from getting too involved, and it can be quite a scary image, really. It's not the kind of whistles and sing-songs of a normal lover's card, but I think this is kind of saying the sensitivity of it needs that balance. You probably need to have it between your identity and your partner's identity. If you're not in a relationship, it's probably that you need to balance out yourself in general, in your masculine, your feminine, your divine nature, your understanding of the world at large. But couple this with the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is basically being a little bit more motherly and maternal to yourself, that kind of nature that allows you to understand certain people, read certain people. There's also a little bit of endurance here. And I also feel like sometimes with the Queen of Wands, it can indicate somebody who's running around with far too many things to do and far too many things to get done in one time. So if this is you, I think that you will be calming down enough to kind of blend yourself in a little bit and have that kind of feeling that you are going to encourage yourself to move towards a better state of being. This could be mentally, health wise, it doesn't really matter, but it does seem that you are going to encourage yourself to have a certain balance. And this is even encouraged here with the Queen of Cups and the World. So I'm going to focus on her just for a second. This could be Scorpio, Cancerian, or Pisces, but basically this is the psychic energy. This is an intuitive, compassionate, and calm individual. This may be the person you have to be, or the person that you are with, or don't really know, to be honest, because it can change from person to person. But it certainly feels like this is going to be a key moment for December for you. You will maybe go to a psychic, you know, tarot reader, psychic, you know, it can be anybody that you go to for some guidance. It could be a mother, sister, somebody with that kind of head on their shoulders. If you do have a water sign element within you, such as Scorpio moon, or you know, something like that, it could be that side of yourself being demanded to be heard. But either way, you do have the World here. Now the World here is a completion. We are coming into the last month of the whole year, so this makes sense. But it may be looking back on your last achievements and feeling that they are resolved. I think you need to kind of shove it from your shoulders a little bit and just shrug and I kind of get that loose. The responsibilities that you had this year are no more. They are changing. They will be different. And I think it's maybe feeling, you know, you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders. You now have to push that to one side. Look at the things that you've accomplished. Look at the things that are now closing, and then move towards the next stage of your life, basically. Because I think the main thing is about not carrying forwards anything that has already been completed. So if you're able to level up, you don't need to kind of drag the rest of the items from the previous level over. You can get rid of that. So it could be energetically, it could be people, it could be physical things. Like, just as an example, if you collected stamps and you had to collect a certain amount of stamps to level up to, you know, level 3 or something, you would not then continue to carry all of the things, all of the stamps with you to level 3, because level 3 requires you to collect paper clips. You know, it's a weird analogy, but you wouldn't continue dragging the heaviness of everything you've already done. And I think this is something that you need to learn, what experiences you take with you and the knowledge, but don't carry any of the weight of emotion if necessary. You can certainly learn and keep that sensitivity and the awareness, but you don't have to carry the, oh, woe is me emotion. That's what I think is kind of coming through. You know, go into it that it's going to be good and it's going to be better. So let's just see what the rune is going to be for you guys. Whoop. Okay, so this is a filler. This is inherited property. This is group order, experience. So yeah, again, what I was saying, if you've had the experience, you don't have to really continue that. You know, if it was upside down like that, I would say, oh, hey, this is some bad karma coming through here. But this is actually positive. This is group order. This is experience. This is is a case about accomplishment. You have experienced a lot lately, and you're going to be all the better for that learning, that understanding about you as a better person too. So it's kind of an ethereal December for you guys. There's nothing really specifically material. It's all mental and emotional. So I hope you feel like you're able to go through with that and kind of, deal with it. Again, if you like a personal reading or a forecast for 2018, the link is in the description below, as well as all the links to Patreon and stuff if you'd like to support me in other ways. But do let me know how things go for you. I'd really love to know. I wish you all the very best as well for this end of the year, because I know it must not have been easy with 2017 being what it was. But you have my utmost, most best wishes and many blessings to you, and I look forward to reading for you all in the new year.